Yo, what's going on, everyone? Just a quick emergency XRP update as we are finally breaking out of these regions. XRP is up 45% off of its lows since we have been calling for these lows over here, and it is up 25% off of the lows today alone. Now, what does this mean? We're seeing a breakout possibly because of the fundamentals that is happening within the markets right now for XRP alone. Now, this is kind of a blessing in disguise because the markets are in a downturn right now. But very quickly and very shortly, I'm sure you guys are all following the SEC case, but very shortly again, the SEC wanted $2 billion in damages, but the judge awarded finally just $125 million to be a payout. So the case is now pretty much closed, and the Ripple body as a company should and can't be sued going forward, basically meaning they cannot be sued as a security. So the court granted the SEC's request for an injunction and a civility penalty, but denied disgorgement. What that means is basically, I'll just summarize it, the court found that Ripple's institutional sales of XRP did violate securities laws, but its pragmatic sales and other distributions did not. So that is an important and fundamental key point of this SEC case. So in return, the court granted the SEC's request to permanently stop Ripple from violating these laws again. Basically, they were annoyed. So what does that mean going forward? Well, this could be finally a very important time for Ripple to break out, especially with the current drawdown that we're seeing with the markets. So what does this mean for the Elliott Wave counts? As we have discussed in our previous video and analysis, we were looking for a 5-wave move up into a wave 1. We were looking for an ABC pullback into that golden Fibonacci level zone. And we did perfectly. We ended up in that 78.6% level, in between that 61.8 Fibonacci level as well. So this is a very important thing because we didn't break even the soft invalidation levels, just like what Ethereum did and a lot of other altcoins breaking the previous lows. XRP, this move up, this is what I mean by we need a strong 5-wave move up as an impulse on anything that we're looking at for any crypto coin, especially for Bitcoin. And that's why if Bitcoin actually created a 5-wave move up even stronger previously than anticipated, it might not have broken that previous low. But XRP, on this hand, it pumped up 72% as a 5-wave move, a very clear 5-wave move, and that helped XRP stay above even with this deep retracement of a 30% level. So that's what I mean by strength, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to these impulses and finding your waves 1 and 2, because even though wave 1 and 2s, they can be deep in retracement all the way up to the 88.6% level. The higher it is, the easier and a lot more leeway that it's going to be given for a wave 2 to be supported above its previous low, to be granted at least some kind of validation for a 1-2. Bitcoin wasn't able to do that, and that's why it broke that previous low just by barely up to that 49.9K level. So that was a bit unfortunate, but XRP, on the other hand, as we can see here, we had two options of a 1-2 pullback, either as a deep 1-2 pullback as an ABC, or we can alternatively say that this whole corrective move was seen as a flat move, where we have this as a 1-2 flat, an ABC. Now that's fine too as well, because we did meet the expectation of the deepest retracement level of that Fibonacci, where we have that trend-based Fibonacci extension going all the way down to the 261.8%, which is the next rare all-bite target, is also another possibility for a C-wave target. So 2 Fibonacci expectations have been met. And most importantly, we do have a nice clean 5-wave move up, either for this termination point being the top here or here, and where we see that flat being met for that wave 2. Most importantly, we hit that 78.6% level, and we're now finally looking for a possible breakout. What does this mean? Well, we have a few things in mind here. We can say that we have a possible 1-2 here, and we may be working for a wave 3, depending on how the markets react. Currently, Asia is still sleeping. It's only 6:30 a.m. in Korea, and it's still 6:30 a.m. in Japan as well. So we'll see how these countries that have the most holdings for XRP react to this current situation. But I would expect, not financial advice, a pretty positive outcome from this. I mean, it is pretty positive in the US as well. But this is such a global issue that the SEC can't really do much about this. And Ripple as a company or a body is very difficult to handle because we have such a strong community for XRP. I do believe that this is going to eventually break out like I have been expecting for the past few years. We are in a 7 to 8 year accumulation. XRP is the only one to actually show that kind of accumulation. And as you can see, it's running on its own cycle, and the whole thing is based on the SEC case alone. And that anticipation looks like it's now coming to a conclusion. Everything is going in favor of XRP. So what that means is if this breakout happens, we're looking for a wave 3 of some sort, 4, 5, and then another 1-2 pullback. It is very tiresome of seeing all these types of 1-2 pullbacks, but eventually this will be building up into what we can be seeing as a larger triangle breakout, and eventually possibly going for that primary 5th wave to the upside. So that 5th wave to the upside, we're expecting around a $5 to $10 range. Really doesn't matter where we're looking for, because those targets are still a very significant move to the upside, around a 20x gain just from these levels alone. So we're looking for this final trend line to be breaking out. Whether it's going to be a fake out or not, that's going to be our next step, and to determine whether this resistance turned into support is going to be holding or not, because we are going to be expecting another pullback on the shorter time frames, right? So step by step, ladies and gentlemen, this will eventually pull up into a larger move to the upside if this continues to be a bullish continuation. The most important thing is that we break out of these levels. We've been calling this step by step in this previous few months, but right now we were expecting this move to be a wave 1-2 pullback. We got that level. We didn't even break that soft invalidation level, and the invalidation of the triangle, or this whole pattern in itself for this wave 4, is at this hard invalidation of that previous subwave C. So thank you very much. Hopefully that was helpful, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys in the next video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I am pumping out these videos left and right as much as I can. I was going to update Bitcoin, but since we got an XRP, I'm listening to you guys, and I'm listening to all of your requests, and I'm adding them to my list as we speak. So please do subscribe, like the video, and I will be making sure to pump out these videos as much as I can. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.